What's up, guys? I just picked up this 40-gallon breeder, except the only thing, it came with this weird color gravel. Here, I'll switch the cam. Let me know if is this aquarium gravel even usable? I hate weird colored gravel. I don't know, maybe I'm being too harsh. Maybe this is actually usable and I have to remember it was free. Today's video is on the Payara, aka the vampire tetra. So as you can see, these things are crazy predators. Look at the fangs on these things. In natural habitat, one of their main courses of food is eating red belly piranhas. Look at the fangs, and they almost just wrap up into their mouth, and it's like a built design for destruction. Look at these teeth. Those are the teeth. All right, guys, I'll calm myself down a little bit, but let's talk about this. These guys are from the Tetra family. I knew that there was the bucktooth tetra, but I had no idea there was a fish from the Tetra family with crazy saber-tooth fangs like this. The vampire tetra, these are super popular in kind of like the fisherman industry where people go fishing in the Amazon because they're in very fast-moving waters. They strike fish like crazy, so I guess the fight is absolutely absurd. And let's just move back to the fact that people are keeping these things in aquariums. So I did some heavy research on these fish, and most of the information I found was on monsterfishkeepers.com because who's crazy enough to keep these fish other than monster fish keepers, right? In natural habitat, these fish can get up to like 3 feet long, but for the most part, when kept in bigger tanks like predator-like setups, they're gonna grow up to around a foot long, maybe around the 15-inch mark. I was reading some pretty funny stories where people actually went to their local fish stores and saw the vampire tetra for sale, and some newbies were buying these fish and they had no idea what they were getting into. And it's kind of funny but sad in the same sense because they had no idea that they were buying a tetra fish that was essentially at the top of the scale of predator fish. Like these things, you saw the teeth that they have and shed. Like these things are crazy predators. As far as tank care for these guys, I was reading there's a couple different species or variants of the Payara / aka the vampire tetra. Some of them get bigger than others. Some of them are have more predatory instincts, etc. But for the most part, people were saying that this fish wants to consume the entire feeder at one bite, or it's essentially going to bite it in half and come back and eat the rest of it. This fish is strictly carnivorous, so like a lot of predator fish, it's going to be super annoying keeping up with constantly giving these fish feeders. And I know it's air quotes bad to feed your fish feeder fish, but this is one of those fish that absolutely, like, they love them, and it's a problem to actually get them addicted to them. And I would advise try to get these on cut up tilapia, but people have been complaining that once giving them feeders, it's extremely hard to get them off. Like I said earlier, in natural habitat, one of their main sources of food for these guys is the red belly piranha. They feed on red belly piranhas. Like they are leveled up past the piranha, and it's absolutely insane. So tank mates is going to be a scary deal. When these things get big, it could just be a matter of them giving your tank mate a chomp on the side, and it's just bad news bears from there. You're really going to have to tread in water like very carefully when setting up tank mates. Anything that is huge and holds down its own is usually the go-to. Some people keep stingrays with them. Some people keep big cichlids. You can see in this tank there's some jags, female dovi, I think that is. Guys, super cool fish. I wish I had some video footage of some bigger ones. But this is just kind of one of those oddball predator fish that a lot of people don't keep. And this was tough to get my hands on this footage. So let me know in the comment section if you guys have ever kept the Payara, the AKA vampire tetra, armadas, Payara. There's a couple different names. Absolutely love these fish. Shout out to Angry Fish Sales for the footage.